going to be the choice.
I think the Jinx Tom actually does a lot for this composition. You know, the Jinx outranges so much of DRX. The Tom not only is fantastic...
Unseen as well. As Lucid going to come down as well, so DK kind of wanting this one. The flash forward from Sponge is uninspiring at best. And now Lucid going to come over. Let's see whether this pillar is going to work out. Teleports coming in from everywhere. And DK, their health bar's well and truly low. As the hook just a little early, but still the stun's going to come in and down goes Showmaker. Sometimes the teleport is just not
do anything to Rich, I'm pretty sure.
That's
going
my
for a
head
swim.
Yep. Showmaker looking for a bit of an angle here. Does get over the rocks and out of the way. And there's the charm. It will connect as Shoot. There it is. Yeah, going to be able to fall. Morning Mist. There it is. Actually just hits it with a Q. Gorgeously done. And gets the maiden for it as well. So now it's an even matchup on that bottom side. 2v2. Sponge going to be able to take the first dragon of the game. Next one going to
fights.
Ooh, Beryl eating honey fruit. But the rest of DRX are now moving over. Just one of these grubs to go over to DK. That's Lucid looking to play some baseball here with Sponge. Teddy turning up to try and do a bit of DPS. As there is the wall to come through from the Talia. But Beryl's the one that's sort of caught out of position. He is going to have to flash, does get himself out of the way. The Flame Chompers, though, are just going to block any sort of approach. So that will mean the DK can get themselves the objective as we head back down towards this spot a little bit further ahead. So aiming pretty happy about the state of this game. And he has been their most consistent member as well. As Yahoo laying down the rocks. This could be a dive, 4 versus 2, but they're clearing out the minions very nicely. Showmaker goes in, immediately gets knocked up as they will be able to take down the Talia. There goes Andil as well as Beryl eats the gray health and then dies unceremoniously. But the kill does go over to Andil. That's probably best case scenario for DK.
I think you definitely take that. You could also end up going, I don't know if you will, but like Blackfire Cosmic Drive, because the Dark keeps the Cosmic Drive running.
He does very much like the Cosmic Drive, as Rich has pressed a lot of buttons. Shiu is just going to flash away, but I think that it's not going to work, as Sponge going to be able to take down the Yorick. Really nice gank here from DRX to even up the kill score. Seismic Shove going to go a little bit wide, but you can see Andil trying to get himself out of there. Super Mega Death Rocket sails by majestically, and will head towards that top lane.
Nice dodges there from Andil. Dodges a charm.
Careful.
I mean, it's a Triforce, Trundle, and a Jinx as well. You'd love to get any alone time with power.
Well, there is the hook forward from Andil, but he doesn't actually hit a player. It is the wall that was right next to them, as now Lucid moves in, actually isolates Andil, and he's just dead. That's an excited aiming. And that is 4 kills for DK, and should be a dragon, double dragon denial here as well from DK. Wow, that's a lot of Ds. Even DRX starts with D, my goodness.
I think he did catch Beryl, but there's this weird hitbox thing when he's like round a wall.
Yeah, it sort of got pulled into the wall instead.
Yeah, so he wasn't in melee range of him afterwards, so it's...
I mean, I don't think we should try and work out the math of Nautilus Hook.
Yeah, it's not weird.
It's not real.
It's got like a lollipop established vision here, and the Sivir does just kind of melt waves now.
Well, Coolie Wall going to be denying Yahoo for the moment, as Shiu not going to be walking out of the way of that Seismic Shove. The rest of DRX going to turn up and put him in the ground once again. Targeting Shiu has really been the bane of DK. They still have a... Teleport in, okay. Andil going to get slowed down by the zap. There's the hook that's going to connect onto Lucid. He will get knocked up as now Showmaker looks for the charm but doesn't quite find it. Teleport in from this Cassante towards the top end of this fight, but Shiu's moving down as well. These health bars are getting softened up. The rocks go down. Shelly once again is just kind of annoyed. Hooks connecting, is aiming, able to sidestep, but does still get pulled back. Can he get excited in time? And the answer is no. The resets coming in from Sponge. And the Abyssal dive actually from Beryl to try and get him out of dodge, but it doesn't work. There's the chain CC, and DRX spring to life.
Managing to kite away from Dplus, trying to find the aggression, trying to find the charm from Showmaker. It doesn't connect, and the re-engage comes in clutch. Sponge leading the charge, getting the resets.
And this is the kind of fight that you desperately need as DRX in this mid-game to make this composition work, as now they're looking for even more. As Beryl, you may ask why, but not understanding is also okay too, as he is going to go down extraordinarily low, eats the gray health. There is now Showmaker making his way in. Lucid gets gobbled up yet again as Showmaker, the point-blank charm, is going to connect onto Andil, and they will get the first kill. Now the resets are coming in for DK. And all right, the pendulum, it swings back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. It swings back and forth.
You can never be sure of anything in the Rise group. And these comps are so momentum-based. We have Ari, Jinx, Viego. If you don't get that first initial kill, it just feels like the comps can sometimes hit a wall.
Yep.
And that's what happened. Beryl surviving for so long there. Lucid as well. I mean, even, you know, we think of the reset potential, the champions I've named, but Trundle reset potential, the extra health, you know?
There you go. What about Tom Kench reset potential? He doesn't really reset, but, like, he would still be there as well.
Yes.
While the other champions are resetting.
Yes.
Potentially. As turret in trade for the Dragon.
From the jungle support of Dplus, but it works, so how can I fault it?
Well, I mean, you can probably do what you did and explain what happened. As once again, this time he's dead. Andal also getting close to that, but the reset is there. Sponge looking fantastic, as is Chefy self. He will get himself out. So it is just the pick onto Beryl. Full information is here for DRX, and they are starting this. The Mega Cone can possibly get them in, but that is going to be the knock-up onto Lucid. He does try to avoid a fair bit, but the gobble, it does come in, but immediately they all just die. There's the all-out from Rich, as now Showmaker finally going to get here, and the Cassante will fall. DK, though, this is a 3 versus 4, and I don't think they're going to be able to make it happen.
Honestly, it looked like it was just Arakan for DRX, but if an overcommit from Rich ends up getting him punished, I still think they're going to be able to secure the objective, though. Sponge starting off, but does need a bit of backup.
What he's trying to do, he'll eat some honey fruit. Maybe that's going to help. As Andal going to move out of this brush. Boomerang Blade is going to come on through there as the charm does connect onto Andal. Super Mega Death Rocket finishes him off, but Shiu flashes away. He keeps himself alive. Somehow DK make this thing work. This Otacon and DK are nowhere in sight, so it will just go over to DRX in the end. Shiu going to be trading that one for an outer turret towards his bottom lane. Aiming going to try and grab this outer turret in mid as well, as Teddy was looking to rotate over. Beryl is going to deliver himself as a distraction, and I guess that worked out.
Charge forward from that.
Yeah.
We'll see how it pans out here, though.
Showmaker trying to get some vision available. Seismic Shove is going to go wide. The Weaver's Wall just to block off the approach here for DK, as it is just going to wear off. This Dragon still up and available as Andal going to get CC'd. It looks like the Drake is not what DK are looking for. As never mind, Lucid, can he actually get in there? The answer is no, but the King's Tribute gets him all of his health back. And now the Cassante is dead. Beryl looking to try and close him, but Andal gets a great hook. And Beryl is going to gobble up Showmaker. He now has a big shield. And Teddy is trying to kite it out. He does do a lot of damage, but not enough to save them in this one. And DK, they just leave Andal alive. And even he may not survive this one. We'll see what they can get off the back end. Maybe they can kill. No, they can't.
Such an opposition comes up, and the gobble from Beryl, the momentum killer. And then the resets come, and they happen again and again and again. Again, this Viego's so fed. Teddy is doing so much damage.
Lucid.
Beryl.
Okay, well, there is some scary things happening here as Rich is in the front line. They are just eating Andal, and he's just dead.
Okay.
Now Aiming's going to get excited, runs towards Sponge, but DRX are out of there. Once again, the Y is hard to find, but as of right now as well. As a face check does come on through, they get the control ward down, the hook does go wide, and there is the pillar as Lucid eats an exhaust, and then just wanders his way out. Showmaker lurking on that flank angle. Will be able to clear out that ward as they make it as dark as they possibly can. Beryl gets over the wall, flashes, has to be used there. And now DK looking for a bit of an angle. The goalie wall comes in to try and hold them in position. It is going to be the Viego that's the target, but Rich, oh my goodness, he gets shredded. The gobble comes through yet again to deny another reset as Beryl has that gray health to keep him healthy. And DRX, they will be able to back away. Oh my, lanky cats everywhere. And it's really hard to fathom. It's okay. Soul point available for both teams. DRX getting on it. Vision going to be there. A Showmaker looking for an angle. Andal doesn't find the anchor though. The Tongue Lash will connect. Charm just barely not going to work out there as Lucid wants to come in, but he's not going to be able to take this Dragon as Shiu gonna get turned on the side. Showmaker looking to make his way over and the seismic shove goes wide. Sponge having to flash so early, and now the death machine of DK is moving forward and DRX are walking the wrong direction. action. Showmaker is looking for these resets. He's going to get them. As Rich, he can't go all out of this game, unfortunately, unless it's via a loss. As Showmaker will go golden. And DRX, it looks like they're running for safety, but they're not on the red side anymore. As the double kill comes through for aiming, he will die to Teddy, but that's the ace for DK. God, I've never heard a definition of barrel so perfectly done as Sponge able to dash over the pillar. It's a charm! It catches Yahoo! And he is just probably dead! Blast Cone, never mind, it's a Mega Cone. And Super Mega Death Rocket is not going to land either. Yahoo barely gets away.
Does have TP, so he will be able to get back for this. They have to rush in, though.
Yeah, Vision is going to be there, but this is going down very, very quickly. King's Tribute's going to make sure that Lucid is going to be very healthy by the end as well, as now they need to watch out for Sponge. Lucid, he's going down very low. As these ricochets are so scary. Lucid, you cannot just die. He flashes out of the pit, but the resets start to come in for aiming. As Andal is just dead. Sponge, he does steal away the Baron, but is it a Baron for Nexus? That's going to be the question as Rich goes in, then goes out, then he's dead. Aiming locks up the kill. And DK, they haven't taken down the carries, but the carries have no front line. They should be able to wipe out the base.
It's going to be tricky because there is a lot of wave clear, but there's 5 members strong.
Teddy's
it's
like,
definitely
no.
Dplus favored. It's definitely Dplus favored. Teddy has sums, Yahoo has sums. They have to try and clear the wave with the ricochets. It's Dplus favored, but we'll see what they can do.
Well, Lucid is just going to run behind this turret to get this pillar down. Yahoo is going to go down so low. He finally gets chomped by Lucid, who gets himself in there. Beryl was tanking up the turret. Teddy? Yep, Teddy. These boomerangs are really hurting. And DK, they'll eat some honey fruit and they'll get themselves out. This turret gets angry at Shiu, and the inner turret is still alive, guys. As another ghoulie wall. My goodness, these boomerang blades. As Teddy also had an...
Sponge, it's reset central with the HPs at this level.
Yeah.
Aiming, trying to heal up off the blue buff.
Lucid going to get a bit of health back for that one as well. Spirit Visage, of course, going to be a big deal on that one, as they do have vision. Lucid not wanting to give this one up, as he's just standing in amongst 4 people, and he's just dead, but what the heck was that? Was it even worth it? I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, they're definitely taking this tower. Can they push further into the base? Looks like they won't.
Whole health bars of damage. As Showmaker, look at this. Okay, sees this health bar going down low. He's like, I'll take that. Yep. He was just saying
against the burst, resets, but if he stands his ground, that shield goes a long way.
So that already in this game. 6 examples of Beryl also not necessarily being able to face check very comfortably. His aiming almost just takes his whole health bar and damage. What the heck was that? The Gobble does have to come through. His aiming back over the wall as he flashes over the other wall. Beryl will finally go down as Lucid gets the subjugate off into this backline, but it's Shiu taking down inhibitors in the top lane, and DK just trying to keep them interested. There's the Abyssal dive over from Sponge. And Shiu,
Is Beryl enough? Taking Beryl down. Getting the summoners from aiming is huge, but is taking down Beryl enough to give you confidence to start the Baron? They're trying to move in, but it's still so scary.
Yeah. Lucid looking for a pillar angle as they do get the charm onto Andal. Moves himself out of the way. The seismic shove is going to miss, but Andal gets himself out of this one. Teddy is so scary. The ricochets do come on through as there's the redemption for a bit of a heal. 10 seconds on Beryl.
Teddy.
Yep, DRX are just corralling them. That boomerang blade could have been so scary. Shiu also going to have to flash the ghoulie wall. Can it help? Seismic shove, not enough. Mega Death Rocket connects onto Rich, as they will be able to get the crab. And we've also got a full wave of minions pushing in on the bottom side of the map as well, as DRX are just getting pulled around their base. Teddy, Spell Shield now on cooldown just for a moment. Morning Mist going to come on through there as the Maiden is going to be another prize here for DRX. Teleport to bring Andal in, looking for a bit of an angle, but the ghoulie wall again. Oh, Sponge, he's going to get taken down by aiming. That's one of the resets now removed. And DRX now having to deal with their jungler being dead.
That's going to be Soul, and you likely just go straight to Baron afterwards. An overstep from Sponge. He thinks he's found Showmaker.
Oh,
a moment
no.
to remember, Showmaker had Zhonya's as well. So definitely a miscalculation.
Baron go down as DK
I think you could sense the frustration that Dplus were just walking away.
Yeah.
The audacity they can just walk out of that play on low health.
Needed to make sure that that sounded like the understatement of the century, and I think I got the tone. As Showmaker lurking on the side, the ward is going to spot him out as Shiu also going for a bit of a split push, but now going to get caught out. Heartbreaker comes forward. Shiu trying to get back to the rest of his team, but he is just going to get taken down. No one going to be there to answer it. And now DK, their push, going to be a whole lot more difficult. So this Baron, I don't think is going to work. The Rebel Baron power play sitting at 66 gold.
Well,
Mega Death Rocket gets the flash.
Available right now this second. Both the buffs are live now, so any second we expect to fight.
Hook is going to connect there onto Lucid. The immediate gobble does come on through as Andal down very, very low. Sponge flashing to get himself out of the way as aiming lands the zap. The slow lasting forever is what it feels like. Okay, well, now we're going to learn whether or not the Elder or the Baron are better. In a fight, the Elder's better. In a push, the Baron's better.
What I will say is because DRX's base is already kind of in shambles, they've already lost 2 inhibitor towers, it may be hard to defend.
I know is that they will keep the stat of the longest games in the league. As the wall is going to come down, it blocks some of the minions, but not too many of them. The Baron not looking too useful right now as Teddy gets exhausted. The rockets are going to fly through as Showmaker looks for an angle, does go golden. There is a bit of a flick back as Teddy now is so low and Barrel gets a massive knock up. The one man not afraid to start this fight, and he trades his life for the Fountain Laser. And DK still pushing forward. They have so much damage. These turrets just melt as Rich tries to get himself out, but the Dragon's Wrath, it is swift and merciless. And DK, after the biggest test that they've had so far in this culture-driven Rise group, will finally topple DRX.